Thanks for joining us on First at 4. A stunning letter from the Phoenix fire chief last night. Chief Kara Kalkbrenner announced that she has been diagnosed with breast cancer.
The letter, which was posted to Phoenix Fire's Facebook page, went through Chief Kalkbrenner's next steps. She says, this is so sad. You know, at last check on the Phoenix Fire Department's Facebook page, there were almost 1,000 comments, more than 1,300 shares. This kind of struck a chord with me personally, just because my mother went through breast cancer and had a mastectomy as well. And so, you know, so many people can obviously relate to this unfortunate news. And of course, you know, we wish her the very, very best. She's a very, very strong woman. So
she is, and she's such an advocate for cancer prevention for first responders. So it's unfortunate that she is now having to deal with something like this. So yes, again, we wish her the best and hope that she has a speedy recovery. And I'd have to guess that this is probably just going to make her resolve even stronger to push for cancer prevention for first responders.
Yeah.
Well, First at 4, it is an commercial, right?
Yes.
Did you think in any way
Never.
that it was kind of disparaging and you know, that she needed to work for her man?
No.
No. This whole
so
thing,
either.
the people that are angry make me angry.
Right. Yes. And I almost to the point where in this day and age, when we live in such an attention-starved society, it goes back to, did Peloton do this for publicity reasons?
Right.
No.
I wonder.
If they did, it's a bad job.
We do.
Well,
One of my best friends of my whole life, known him since I was 7, works in advertising, and his point was, it's a bad ad because if you are the advertiser, once you set your ad out there, you don't then get to correct people on what it means.
Yes,
if they are interpreting it a certain way, you have failed.
Well,
and so I mean,
but so many people that I talked to did not feel
and
that
it also failed too because their stock market price dropped after that ad came out.
I think people are projecting, and they do this with all kinds of things in our society these days.
Yes.
They just project how I would feel if it were me, and I just want to remember this is a fictional woman played by an actress with no backstory. This is she in this commercial is as flat as this piece of paper.
And that's why I thought
it's not a real thing.
It was so ironic that the Today Show would even interview her in the first place because she's a paid actress.
You know what,
it's
though?
almost like why
it's what people are talking
I
about.
would care more about the company, and they have already put out, you know, their stand on this, that they stand by.
And trust me, they're happy that she's doing this. She's doing some damage control.
They were like, we're sorry
necessary?
that you've misinterpreted our ad, which, I agree with Peloton, but it also comes off as sort of dismissive, which never works in internet anger.
Okay. Moving on.
Okay, First at 4. Yesterday, Time magazine named climate activist Greta Thunberg its Person of the Year.
Yeah, but this morning, it appeared that one person in particular did not agree with that decision.
What a way to come back.
Can you imagine being a teenager and having your phone blow up because the president of the United States is tweeting about you?
Who is a grown man, by the way.
Who's a grown man, sometimes.
Picking on a 16-year-old.
Sometimes he's not.
All right. Well, now to a potential bombshell statement between Harvey Weinstein and conduct.
The tentative deal would settle nearly all of the civil cases against Weinstein, just as the criminal cases against the disgraced movie mogul enter a new phase.
Kate Snow reports. It was Kate Snow reporting. So while a deal may have been reached, it is far from final.
A court and all of the parties involved still need to sign off.
First at 4, Congress has reached
Today's 12 News Bullhorn question: should dads have extended paid paternity leave? Yes, you think it's fair, or you do not support it. And right now, 85% are saying that it is fair, while 15% of you right now are saying that you don't support it.
You can still vote on this right now at 12news.com/bullhorn or in our 12 News app.
Well,
job. Many people are saying they quit because of their boss. A new study shows 57% of people left a job specifically because of their manager.
Yeah, and that's not surprising to a lot of people. Team 12's Ryan Cody breaks down what the study says.
Give that man a raise.
Well done.
I know. Okay, so now we want to hear from you about this. Why did you quit your last job? Or do you have a memorable story of quitting a job? Text us right now, 602-444-1212. Tell us who you are, where you're from, and we may read your text in a couple of minutes. So have you quit a job because of a bad boss?
Let's see, yes, my first job, or my second job, I quit because of a bad boss.
Yeah.
But also I had another opportunity at the same time.
Right.
So it wasn't directly because of the boss. It was because I also had something else.
Okay.
But yeah, I mean, I definitely think that is true. I mean, when you talk to people, it's like, they say like you don't quit a company, you quit the management.
Right. That was like 1 out of 2 people.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. My last job, though, I loved my boss, but in terms of upward mobility.
Yeah.
You had to.
Well,
which is a lot of times the nature of this business, too.
All right, so we can't wait to get some of these text messages. I'm sure we're going to get some pretty juicy stories. So 602-444-1212, and we'll try to read some of those coming up on the air. All right, let's take a picture.
So nice. And yeah, we saw many Facebook pictures, and we'll have a good glimpse of the moon again tonight. Actually included that in the forecast. So yeah, we're looking good temperature-wise.
Yeah, it does. I don't know. I'm thinking maybe like some kind of bread, like some kind of holiday cake.
I was going to say fruit cake.
Oh, fruit cake. Okay, well, I don't eat that.
People still make fruit cake. I
don't know.
Or eat it.
Okay, so you can try to think about the answer to this question, but we'll have the answer for you coming up in our next half hour. Well, season 30 of Friday, you quit your last job, and Tram has a couple of those responses for us, which are probably going to be on the longer side.
Yes. Okay, so I'll try to make this quick. I served in the U.S. Army in an honor guard unit. When I got out, I was working a job where the flag had to be taken down each night. When I saw my manager drag the flag on the ground, I tried to explain that this was not proper flag protocol. We got in a huge argument and I quit. It was disrespectful to our flag and our country. I will never forget it. Thank you, Donna from Phoenix.
Okay, so that's definitely quitting because of a boss. All right, thanks everyone for your text responses.
Well, bah humbug. New research suggests
So subjective though, right?
like the Spanx that Mark Curtis said that he got from a coworker.
Exactly. Like that's for him, that's totally appropriate, right? But
The Manx.
Yeah. But for someone else, they might be offended by that. And you may have relationships with coworkers and you guys joke and maybe you get a gag gift or something.
Right.
And
like a white elephant type of
or like a white elephant thing, and then it turns out that maybe you've offended someone. So I think it's kind of dicey. So I can see why people are staying away from it.
Years ago, when you talk about obligatory, some places, and I remember we did this many years back when I was on the morning show, we just did a Secret Santa, and I think the cap was either $15 or $20.
Yes.
Keep it simple, one gift, so you're not, having to buy for
everybody.
5, 6, 7 of your team members.
Yes, and then maybe you ask if you want to participate. And those that don't, right?
We picked a number.
I agree.
Yep.
I feel like that's a safe way of playing out.
Well, 12 News is counting down the top 12 stories of 2019, starting next week on 12 News at 10.
So which story is the biggest?
Next Monday on 12 News at 10.
Well, coming up next on First at 4:30.